potentially can. I do have my glorious sniper rifle. Gonna see if I can at least scope a few people out. It is night though, so it'll probably be a fair bit difficult.
Right. You don't see anyone outside. From what you remember, you saw the truck driving through a big gate that then closed after it.
Alright.
There are, however, at least 2 doors you can see.
Okay. So I kind of like go with the little microwave, notify the 2 doors that we've got to work with. If I can get someone to go around to one of those doors, so maybe we can get some flanking action in. If we're going to
How
storm
far
right in
apart
there.
are the doors from each other?
A solid 50 meters or so.
Alright.
The question is, do they lead to separate rooms or the same one?
Oh, it's a warehouse. I imagine it's one of those. I'd imagine it'd be similar to the ones that. Well, maybe not similar. Well, I don't know. It might be similar to the ones that they just took shit from.
Tell you what, just out of stupidity and to make sure, we can always just check.
Are you insinuating you want to go to the back door and open the door up?
No. Not yet. Hold on. Is like anybody around? Is there like guards?
We don't see anybody on the outside. That much is clear, which means that they're probably all on the inside. If there's anyone. There is someone though, because they had to take the shit in there. We know that whoever was driving the truck and whoever is in there to help offload it.
If this was what for, I could be bringing my little camera device that you can look under the little door frame. But
scope. Tech race get like an optical mechadendrite.
Yes.
That basically does that.
Let me see what.
That and so much more.
What did that exactly do? Haven't checked it in a little while.
As you're contemplating, someone is stepping out of one of the doors, lighting up a low stick.
What does he look like?
About 5'8", wearing some gang leathers. Looks like a real thug, like a stereotypical thug. He's wearing a holster that's sort of worn down with a stub revolver in it. Fairly muscular, no enhancements that you can see.
It seems an opportunity has arisen, brothers. Perhaps we should take him out before he has a chance to go back inside.
Let me just check something real quickly. I don't know if that's an attachment or not. Where's my Dark Heresy Corvo? There it is.
I assume he's a fairly good distance away from us at this moment.
You're basically a street over. Like solid 30, 40 meters.
God, I'm tired.
Does anybody have any particular silent weapons? Unfortunately,
A web grenade? That doesn't make any noise. But,
the person who is throwing at it will make a lot of noise.
yeah. It's not exactly...
I mean, I could shoot him with my sniper rifle, but there are very obvious problems with that because it's not silent.
I mean, here is a good question. Typical sniper game usually mask your shot with some other noise. Would there be any loud noises going on that we could possibly mask our shot with?
Do remember that it's basically 2 a.m.
Okay.
Because remember, you were doing this whole thing in the middle of the night.
Yes.
See, that's not what... I didn't remember that.
Yeah. I did know of the masking shots thing, but it has never been described to us if it's been, very heavily storming, or if there is a lot of very loud traffic going on.
There isn't currently.
So, me cracking off a shot with my sniper rifle would alert basically everyone and their fucking mother.
I'm going to start walking down the street perpendicular. Oh, sorry, not perpendicular, parallel with the building we're trying to infiltrate. Effectively going 20 meters. Say, here, I'll just do a quick thing. Say that's the dude, and we're over here. And I'm gonna walk this way for a while, and then I will cross over. It's basically not being as nonchalant about it as I possibly can, not trying to grab any attention, so on and so forth.
Absolutely. How close do you want to get?
Well, eventually I want to be on his side of the street, and then start walking back towards him.
Alright. So you can go down the street, go around the corner towards the street he's on, go around the corner again, that's absolutely no problem. You are now approaching.
And, let's see. I would like to get within 9 meters of him before taking any other action. Which 9 meters, that's a good distance away. He's probably still not necessarily going to notice that I'm there. He may go, oh, guy's walking down the street.
Is that porn on the background?
Funny, I was asking myself the same
No,
thing.
it's not porn. My wife is watching a movie. It's not porn.
We're going to take your word on it.
It might be softcore, but
This could not be confirmed or denied.
it's behind my head, and if I turn around, I see the back of the TV, so I cannot confirm or deny.
Just to be safe, throw a flashbang in there.
You fool!
Give me your choice of stealth or deceive, depending on whether you want to appear non-threatening or just carefully walk over to him, trying to be not too obvious about it.
Well, stealth is agility, and deceive is fellowship, so I'm going to choose agility. Any bonuses for distance or anything like that? Because, I mean, like 9 meters, that's a good distance away.
What kind of fucking target number is -2? Jesus Christ.
Why does... Oh, I put in the... Okay, sorry, I put in the wrong bonus. The actual target number would have been 8.
Poor guy.
He does not have awareness trained. He has shitty perception.
I was about to say, does he like have a fucking advanced cataracts? Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, it's dark, it's a good distance away. You know.
He's also busy smoking and tired. So
Maybe,
yes,
maybe got some smoke in his eye.
You absolutely approach
been
within
smoking
9
with
meters
his
until he
eyes.
notices you.
Karate chop.
I charge.
Alrighty, then give me the attack roll.
Or, actually, I talk into the microbead to alert the rest of my team that I'm going to be charging.
Try to take him silently as possible.
I'm like keeping a careful beat on both the guy he's gonna be charging and the door, just in case he makes enough a noise that, like, I don't know, some pillock runs out the door.
I will fate point that. There we go.
Roll damage.
And he's stunned for 1 round. Well, he's got to make a toughness test. Or be stunned for 1 round.
It's just a flat toughness, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you get within maybe 5 meters of this guy before he turns around, notices you. You charge him, whipping out your shock maul. He looks at you. What the? Hand going towards the stub revolver, and then with a thwack, you beat him over the head. Let's see what that does to him. Oh. You solidly impact on his ear, which is just burned off and partially burns his face. Roll me initiative.
Trying to remember where the initiative button is.
Funny, me too.
Uh,
Oh, there it is.
uh,
Underneath influence.
Ah, there we go.
Can we get a turn order table?
No.
well, it's mostly gonna be him and you, I think.
Oh no, you guys can roll initiative too.
Might as well.
Alright.
Where do I get the turntable?
It's the little button to the left, near the measuring tools and such.
Need to place down a token for myself. God damn it did not place my token. It did not place my token down once again.
There we go.
Let me check to see if the screen froze. What?
Oh yeah. Starting this session off with a bang.
Okay, so that's peculiar.
Oh no, we're doing the Warhammer Fantasy Initiative thing, right?
We'll
Or
take the regular one for
I've
this
never
one.
been more starkly confused my whole fucking life. I was trying to place my token down to try and get the goddamn thing to work.
that
And then the
didn't
second
actually
I-
include my agility bonus to the roll.
Yeah, you clicked custom instead of the regular initiative, and
No.
so it didn't add your.
No. What happened was I'm sitting there trying to get my goddamn like token to place down so I can click the initiative button. The second I clicked refresh because I thought the screen froze, it opened up the fucking Song of Ice and Fire game.
Yeah, I was talking about what Marcus did. He clicked the wrong button, and so
Alright,
it didn't add his
There
initiative
goes my
bonus.
fucking character.
Oh wow.
Big boy initiative right there.
Alrighty then. Kirby has the highest agility, so he'll go first. That seems about right. So, Chris, what you gonna do?
Okay, I'm ostensibly, although I can't technically do it because the rules, for some fucking reason, require it has to be an automatic weapon. I am essentially doing Suto Overwatch, watching the door just in case some Yahoo runs through that door with the intent to shoot our good and mighty friend Draken in the back of the head while he
Sure.
is currently mugging the ever-loving piss out of this dude.
You do that. Draken.
I'm beating him upside the head with a maul again.
Roll the attack.
I will take a half action aim.
Good. Now hit him with your fist.
Fading to automatically hit.
That is actually not how that works, but who cares? I want this guy dead.
Can't use a fate point to add 10 to the roll.
So you can do that to add 10 to the roll, but you cannot do it after you learn the whether or not you succeeded or not on the roll.
Oh,
You have to
okay.
do it pre-
It's the funniest thing ever. You need to declare beforehand if you want to use a fate point for a plus 10, even though you're never gonna know if you're gonna need it or not.
Yeah.
So
I think
then,
fucking was it? It's either Adeptus Ministorum or it's Shrine Worlders. They get a plus 20 if they spend a fate point. So they technically have the most reason to preemptively fate point just because that bonus is better than a fucking 10.
gotcha.
Alrighty then. So, reversing the momentum from your first swing, you bash his head in, which just bursts into a gout of flame and brainy bits. He goes down hard. The entire fight took maybe 2 seconds. It also was fairly quiet.
Which is good.
I mean, a lot more quiet than our gunshots would have been.
This is why we have a melee specialist.
Oh, I think.
Moments where the gun people fail.
Let's go do some science, eh?
Is that what we're calling it now? Science.
Do you want to ask what Marcus has in mind?
I prefer to call it art.
Well, I have
I
heard
usually
the
call it
expression, art is an explosion.
You fucking Datara from Naruto.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Mego Meme.
Darker than dark, blacker than
Make a
black.
meme.
I call upon explosion. Does the warehouse blow
Yes,
up?
make a meme. Because at this point she's a fucking meme.
Yeah.
Anyways, what you gonna do?
I like kind of radio in the dragon. It's like, okay, listen, do you want me to just continue watching over the building from my position, or do you want me to storm in with you? Your call.
All you have is a sniper rifle, or
I have a sniper rifle and a hand cannon. Neither of those are silent.
bring the hand cannon. Let's go.
Well, we might as well storm in.
I'm gonna check this dude's body to see if there's a key card or anything on it that's gonna be required to open
I
it.
pull out my mighty hand cannon and I start making my way.
There is in fact a key on him.
I take said key.
You do that.
And the character yells out, I have the key.
Lies.
Nobody's gonna get that.
Pretty sure nobody wants to get that.
I don't.
So, you guys enter?
Yep.
Yes.
Indubitably.
Alright, this should have moved you to a new map.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's... Oh, that there is something visible over there.
There should be a revealed area on the left.
Indeed. Why the...
So put down your tokens there.
I like a potentially criminally heavily fortified position is being assaulted by an Imperial Navy officer and the Adeptus Arbites and a fucking nerd.
Not just an Adeptus Arbitus. I am a knight.
Of... God, start... I mean, no.
He's John Snowflake.
So, as you enter, you hear a voice from up ahead saying, "Took you fucking long enough, Sam. Get back to work, would you?" And then someone wandering over here, taking a look. Quick, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and hide from him?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I don't have any hide abilities, so this is out of the ordinary.
Okay, for those,
You don't need to. He's just slowly wandering over, so you have some time.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone into this hallway.
Quickly jump into the hallway.
Okay, I can either choose to hide or I can try and throw a very confusing voice like I am pretending to be Sam if he was fucking coughing from his low stick. I don't know what Sam sounds like, but I can pray.
Well, coffin thankfully is quite in the end.
Here's the thing, both of those have the same chance of success in terms of deceive and fucking stealth. Pick one.
Either way. Up to you.
You know, let's be deceitful.
Well, I figured we would just, kind of move into this hallway real quick.
Well,
And then
if we move into this hallway, and he continues to walk down said hallway, then we're gonna have to jump him.
that was my plan all along.
Okay.
Because what I was thinking is we get into this hallway and then we can toss a rock at that metal barrel, and then he's only 6 meters away. We can charge, shoot, whatever the hell.
Alright, let's I'll stealth up then. I passed.
Alright then.
Sneak 100.
So this thug wanders over. What the? Could have sworn I heard Sam come in. Oh well.
Quickly, we can toss a
Hey,
rock in
Jimmy.
this barrel.
Hey Jimmy, you seen Sam?
Do we have a
And
rock
from
or like particular type of rubbish that we can throw?
I see cracked concrete, so there should be a rock somewhere.
yeah, you can easily get some rubbish, some
Yeah, so I grab like whatever is like, you know, heavy enough to make a little bit of noise. Throw it at the rock. Throw it at the barrel.
Alright. So
Yeah,
from
it's
around
roll ballistic.
here-ish,
Like when the GM was like, roll a ballistic test. Hit accurately.
fuck that. It's 6 meters away. It's a big barrel.
You critically fail. You fucking throw it at the car.
At the guy.
in the nose.
Roll damage. Then
So
it's
from around,
over.
you hear someone start
Does
saying,
3d10
"Haven't-"
winding.
Shush, guys. From around there, you hear someone start saying, haven't seen, and then your stone hits the barrel. There's a loud clank. And the thug you can see turns around. What the? Moves towards the barrel. What do you do? He has his hand on the gun, by the way, now.
That's
Yeah, he's
surrounding
getting
us
charged.
now.
Hit him with the charge. About banana charge.
The most bananas to charge, indeed.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You keep rolling 70.
Dude.
It's like your
Well-
magic number.
Last fate point.
Just to get another
I
plus
don't know why
10,
I'm
so
eternally expecting it like on the inside for him to roll a 70 again.
I mean, we can hand wave it again and say he just passes with the fate point.
Okay.
Actually,
Unless this is really important and you just want to make him reroll.
let me think. Do you get a plus 10 on your surprise round anyways?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, you get
Oh,
a,
you do?
You get a bigger bonus.
20
Then I wouldn't
actually.
use my fate point. I'd have 2 fate points now, because the whole point was the whole reason for the fate point was to have missed it by 10. So
I lied.
Alright, so roll your damage.
Yeah, no, I just fucking heard Scotland Forever in the background. What the fuck is going on?
oh wait, no, I would only have
Roll
would
the
only
damage,
have
please.
1 at this point. So and a toughness test if you took any damage from that.
Let's just hope that he fails.
He certainly did. Give me a moment.
And he's shocked.
Gloriously stunned.
So your
Glorious
maul
plus
impact
30
with his
to hit.
shoulders makes a crunch, and he goes, "Ugh!" How about the other two? Do you want to do anything?
Can we hear still the other guy yelling in the background?
Oh, you certainly stopped. You heard that. Is there anything you want to do as part of your surprise round, Marcus?
I don't really have anything that...
Fucking Christ, another 12.
I can't think of anything smart. So better not... better just not do anything.
I guess get prepped for if you need to throw a web grenade.
Yeah, I guess so. It's web grenade is. Let me see what that did. Is it useful at all?
Well, Max decides. Chris, you want to do anything?
Yeah. So let's see. How much noise was kind of produced from the staticky takedown of that guy? Because we did hear another voice. Hello?
Sorry, what?
I said, how much noise was produced from the staticky takedown of that guy? Because we did hear another voice.
Well, there was an audible thud and a groan as he doubled over.
Okay. I'm basically going to move up and just be prepared for the guy who's going to be coming in to investigate that. Let's see, it was like right there initially. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh fuck it, I'll run it. There we go. And that's what I'll do for my surprise round. Is just get prepped. Because I'm expecting fucking Lord Oswald.
Honestly, I would do the same. Where was the voice exactly coming from? Did we like get a pinpoint location, or did it?
Roughly around this-ish direction.
Like up here, or more like
That's a wall.
that way?
I mean, that road.
Hard to tell. You can give me an awareness check to get more detailed info on that.
Can I roll logic instead?
Does logic help you here, Kurt?
No, but it could maybe will help me figure out which direction it could be coming from. Deduce.
Do you have any further information other than this guy has a voice?
Yeah,
I
Marcus,
guess
I'm gonna point
not.
this out to you. Logic is meant for math
I
problems.
know.
Saying no math
I'm
problems.
just throwing it out there, asking. Because I don't have awareness. I tried to make.
Actually, there's one piece of information you could get from logic.
I make a arc once again, Marcus. That is that awareness is a basic skill. This isn't Dark Heresy First Edition, where if you don't have fucking awareness, you
Yeah,
can't roll it.
it's.
It's in a matter of if I can't roll, if I don't have awareness, then I'm deaf.
But yeah, go ahead.
So give me a logic test, Marcus.
Sure. It's
Okay.
it's the only check that I can possibly succeed
So Marcus,
in.
from the volume of the voice the other guy had when he asked this Jimmy if he had seen Sam, you know that Jimmy has to be close by.
Okay. Close by. I wish I had a stun credit instead of a web.
I wish I had a silencer, but I don't.
I know, right?
The first second I fire this gun, everyone is going to know because it's a hand cannon. It's actually louder than the sniper rifle.
– Hooray for 50 Kelvin.
So Marcus, can you give me a decision on what you want to do?
No, that would have been my. Remember that you only get a one action in your turn, so figuring out.
Fair enough. Then roll me initiative, please.
Are you sure that logic is a?
Are you sure you want to wait another 10 minutes for him to decide on this?
And either way, I said several minutes ago that I wouldn't exactly do anything. Oh look, I go fucking first, of course. When I have nothing to do.
You realize this guy is only stunned for 1 round, right?
Yep.
Draken, your initiative, please.
I thought I already rolled it. My bad.
Silly you.
I did. I got a 5. For some reason, it didn't get added to the journal.
Remember to always click your
Your
token there.
Yeah, I did.
Otherwise,
I
it won't.
Alright, so Jimmy is going first. Coming from over here, he sees Kirby and is going to crack off a shot.
Well, at least it wasn't me who broke the burden of silence.
Mm. So he was that far away.
And the shot sails wide over your head and impacts the wall behind you. Marcus.
Look, give me just 1 second to see if I have a close quarters weapon. Nope. Okay.
Too late for silence.
I know, but I didn't want to exactly take that risk. But tell you what, since the silence have been broken, I guess I aim at the closest target, which would be this guy here. So that would be short range.
And firing into melee.
And is it -20 penalty for cold shot? Or 10
Yes.
in this system?
It's
I believe
minus
it's 20.
Okay.
But does he get any bonus for the guy being shocked? Unable to dodge?
Well, what's the bonus? 10?
I don't know, I was asking.
If he's stunned, it's 30.
30? Okay, so let's see. Half aim. Short range. As type of attack, it would be standard.
So you're looking at a total of plus 30?
30 so far. Cold shot 20. -20. But surprise would be 30. Okay.
Well, not surprised, but he's stunned.
Stunned, I mean. Oh, I forgot for a second how the goddamn rolling in the system works exactly. So, half aim, short range, standard attack, 30, -20, plus 30. I could have sworn that it was 20 in the system.
What?
The bonus for stunned.
Oh, it's 30, because he's stunned.
But cold shot in his
Always
head.
been 30. It's been 30 in the first edition, it's been 30 in the second, it's been 30 in all the...
Dealing
Cold shot even that.
minimum damage to his head.
Okay, so your shot grazes his cheek, leaving a gash there.
What'd you roll twice for the damage?
Oh, you did!
Rolled a 9 and then a 5.
I think it rolled accidentally twice. Unless I pressed it
Okay.
accidentally twice.
So 9.
9, yeah.
And what's your weapon?
Carnadon. It's a pistol.
Impact damage, right?
Yes. I can double check it really fast, but it is impact.
So as he shakes his head, trying to shake off the stun, your bullet impacts with his nose. And while it's not completely shot off, it's certainly at least fractured in several places. which means that the blood flies in his eyes and he's blinded. He also makes a toughness test or a stunt another round. Which he does, but his turn is still spent stunned. Kirby.
Okay. Let's see what I want to do here. You guys got that guy covered, right? The one behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. He's
Okay.
done.
I take a singular step. Right here. Singular. Only one. Prepare for the double shot of justice, motherfucker.
God damn it, how the hell I'm so tired now.
And I missed the first shot. And I missed the second shot. Sadness. I could fate point them.
You remind me, do weapons jam on 94 or 96 plus?
96.
96. Now I could fate point, but I'm afraid. I'm actually
Should be.
afraid.
I mean, can't roll worse than that.
Shut up. Yes, you can.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, now you don't wanna do it.
Incoming. I missed every shot. Both shots miss.
Draken, smack a bitch.
Consider it done. Half action and standard attack. Plus 30 because he's stunned. Minimum damage.
Glorious minimum damage.
And if he takes 1 damage, he's stunned again.
See.
Well,
The
he'll
hit
have to
location is the
roll.
legs, correct?
18.
18, that's the arm.
Specifically his right arm.
So you smack him in the right arm. A current of voltage runs through his muscles. They cease, and then the muscle starts to slow off from the limb. It just turns into a sickly red mess of sinew and bone. He suffers 1d10 levels of fatigue, must make a challenging toughness test, or be stunned for 1d5 rounds.
I see you do the critical wounds too for the mooks.
Yes,
It's funner that way, ain't it?
it is.
You get to have very dramatic fights.
And he's stunned for 1d5 rounds.
A total of 6 rounds.
Jesus Christ, he's...
Might as well die right now.
Don't worry, guys. I can still get shot.
And I'm pretty sure 9 levels of fatigue will send him into unconsciousness as well.
So he's stunned for the rest of his life, and also he's right down.
Hearing and vaguely seeing his buddy die in the distance, he's going to try to take a retaliatory shot at Kirby.
What has Kirby
So
ever
he's going
done to
to-
this man?
Well, he did shoot at him, so...
I'm hit. Let's see if I can dodge. Where's my dodge at? Go, go, gadget. Getting out of the way. My dodge.
You barely dodged a bullet that would have taken you right in the chest.
That would have been bad.
Marcus,
Yes, let's see. I assume that I can't see him because there's kind of wall in front.
correct.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, because my measuring tool is broken. Well, not the measuring tool, but it doesn't count the squares sometimes. And so he's 13 meters away, but still up behind a wall. So I'll just move into cover of this barrel here. Is anything this way? Or is that just a wall?
Let me reveal this.
Oh no, we've been flanked.
He's very stunned, also unconscious.
I'm going to take a singular solitary step forward. Incoming rounds of justice. Oh, I hit. Right on the fucking money. And now time for the secondary.
Let's see if he can dodge. He cannot.
And then there's the second shot. See that big boy damage. Alright, there's one shot. And there's... Man, I did the same damage. So take that 10 twice.
Alright. So your 2 cannonballs impact on the target.
Let's see, what are those both
Poor-
hit? Oh, those both hit the arm. The right arm.
Jeez, man. You ruined his jail head.
Poor old Jimmy has a mangled mess of an arm as he drops his gun, because he was holding that in his right hand. And you seem grimace in pain. Rickon,
I am going to coup de grace this individual in front of me, and while I'm doing so, I'm gonna cry out, "The Emperor has judged your crimes worthy of death." As I crush his
his head bursts like an overripe melon. Alright. Jimmy has a mangled mess of an arm. He's terrified, and he's running.
Alright.
Call after him, "Coward! Come face your judgment."
What is Uncle Zebadibadibadibadibba do?
Are those stairs next to me?
Technically, but they only lead up on a small platform.
Okay, it's just like more of yeah.
It's one of those loading shelves.
Okay. Anything out of the plot prevalent in this room?
Nothing you can see.
Okay, it's just like a storage place, space, I assume. Okay.
As far as you can see, yes.
So he's dead. Well, moving behind this wall here, I guess. That's a full move action, so... Actually, here's a question. Do I see any alarm systems?
You do not.
Okay, in that case,
Which, considering the dilapidated state of this building, probably isn't that surprising.
because I was gonna be like, I try to hack it, so they won't ring the alarm bell and just wake up the entire.
I'm pretty sure the gunshots already woke everyone up.
Let me find it,
But,
but
next.
I believe it tells you exactly how loud a fucking hand cannon is. It's pretty fucking loud.
Loud enough that you probably have some hearing damage right now.
Probably, honestly, in this tight space. But anyways, next if the encounter is even still going on.
Well, like I ran, but I'm probably certain I could still hit him.
You can run after him.
The problem with doing that, however, is that this is a hand cannon. I have to reload because I have a singular fucking round left.
Alright, anyone running after him?
I'm not fast enough. Can you guys catch him?
Okay, I'm gonna run after him.
I mean,
damn
I'm
it.
gonna be like stumbling.
Yeah, no, Holler, I run after him. God damn it. I forgot.
I've got a run of 12. I'll also run after him.
I have a run of fucking. What is it? God damn it. My fucking movement wasn't saved for some fucking reason. Let's see. It's 8. What the fuck is 4 times 6?
4 times 6, that's 24.
24. Okay, yeah, I gotta run a 24, and at the end of the run, I can make a fucking shot.
Alright, so you easily catch up to him as he runs down the stairs.
How close am I? Exactly. Like, how many meters off? Well, I mean, with a run of 24, I fucking probably got the barrel of my gun up his ass.
You would be in point blank range.
Okay, perfect. Let me just move my character over there. There we go. I pray I don't miss.
Do you get penalties from running?
No. Scum pretty OP when it comes to this kind of shit.
You're welcome.
Alright. Does he try and dodge? He reserves the right to tell me no. He, well, has reserved the right to tell me no. Is overruled. So he takes a shot right to the back of his left leg for 8 damage.
Alright, so your shot tears off his leg. He tumbles down the stairs and then comes to rest at the bottom in a broken heap with a clearly broken.
Now then, for the next 2 rounds, I will spend the arduous task of reloading this gun.
Feel free to check out that video I posted. It's an actual hand cannon.
I'm doing it now.
I mean, close enough,
Meantime.
yeah.
And yes, that is actually me shooting it.
Oh my.
So Chris, you are halfway down these stairs
Yes.
And the room went black.
That's because you're at a new map.
Top left.
Or at least one of you is.
Yo, there we go.
I mean, we're following, but I'm much slower than him, so he has us like...
Yeah, I'm a fast guy.
Because here comes the downside of running after the guy as he's running away from you.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling.
You're running into others.
Yep. I knew that was the risk, and then it occurred to me that no one could catch him.
I mean, when my speed is average with the... But,
This is what you see.
So apparently I've got Byakugan. I can see that man on the other side.
of the wall.
This fucking tool is not working as I wanted to. Oh well. As this guy's running up, because you heard the sound.
I'm gonna roll deceive. And I'm gonna be like, we need backup! Fucking Sam's dead! I don't know, it might work.
Roll your deceive.
Does he believe it?
Let's see. Scrutiny. There's scrutiny. Okay, one of them believes you. Just
Trying to
roll.
imagine how that conversation between those two is going. I gave it my most hearty attempt, guys. I swear. I'm also faster than them.
So, you're a full turn ahead of the other two members of your party. What you gonna do?
I could turn this into a, I could turn this almost into a fucking really bad spy movie where I sit there and reload my gun while these two Nimrods actually have a full-on discussion as to whether or not I'm on their side or not. Or I could do the smart thing and run down the hallway while they have that discussion. So I'm gonna do the smart thing.
Oh, I was hoping you'd do the spy movie thing.
Fuck it, I'm doing the spy movie thing now. I stand right here and reload my gun.
Alright, so you stand there reloading your gun. Marcus, if you're running after him at the end of your turn, you will arrive at the bottom of the stairs.
Cool.
So you may place down your token.
I want you to know the second you run around the corner, I'm like, oh god, there he is!
Okay.
Aha, this is the part where I reveal to the whole party that I betrayed them all. I kid.
So this is the guy who believed Chris. So he's going to see the fat man running after him, not recognizing him, and thinking that he's one of the intruders.
Oh no, he shot Fat Joey!
Would you like to try to dodge?
Yeah, I would try. Keyword being try.
Do or do not, there is no try.
So, don't suppose I have like a plus 50 bonus to this?
No, but you get shit damage.
True, I can just barely enough resist that. I imagine that since I just ran down the stairs, he got such a poor shot on me that he barely even grazed me.
Well, probably. Or just bounced off your bed.
Probably that.
The second one, not believing Kirby, shoots him.
His gun
Good thing
jammed.
those are... No, stub revolvers are reliable.
Oh, damn.
But he missed wildly. Draken, if you are running after them, you may arrive at the bottom of the stairs now.
I am running after them.
Then you may place down your token next to Zebediah. Kirby,
I have to continue to do the spy movie thing of sitting there and reloading this fucking gun.
Zebediah.
Apparently, I cannot remember where I read it, so this might be apocryphal information. But
12.
if I recall correctly, I read somewhere in the book that if you cease the reloading action before it's done, you forfeit the reload, and I actually don't want to do that.
That may or may... I don't know.
I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't know what fucking book it could have been. It could have been the Warhammer Fantasy book with the fucking musket weapons and shit.
Semiter was in this system full. Right? Or a
No,
half?
it's a half action.
Okay, just to change it up, I will aim and do a... No, I'm gonna still do a single shot. There's Kirby right in front of me, so I'll at least try and aim.
I like how you guys are like all standing directly behind me, using me as a fucking meat shield.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I'm in front of you.
Even though you came right after me.
I lost complete another position of you.
So half aim,
My own
that
fucking
would be
eyesight.
short
Perfect.
range, standard attack, and my weapon is accurate, so that would be an extra 10, because it's a single shot. That would be a hit.
One. Top or bottom?
Top. Actually, yeah, no, top. I assume the bottom one is behind cover.
He is. Let's see if he can dodge that.
Oh, jeez.
He cannot.
That was a good ass shot.
So that bolt slams into his torso. And he doubles over. But recovers fairly quickly. It seems like his leathers took up most of that bullet away.
Yeah. The AP2 is good, but it's not completely enough to negate. Well,
By which I mean the
enough
crit
to-
effect only says it steals his breath.
Yeah. Next. Oh,
This guy,
Holy shit.
in retaliation, shoots Marcus.
why me?
Because you just shot him.
And I already tried to dodge. Or is this a new round?
This is a new round.
Okay, I can try to
You
dodge
may dodge,
again.
yes. take your what, no damage and like it?
Yep. Oh, I didn't even see that you rolled damage yet.
This guy's going to shoot at the closest to him, which would be Dracon. I cannot roll damage for shit.
No, apparently not.
Where does that hit? Because it does matter.
That would be the body, I believe.
Okay, I take 2.
What? 68? 80.
You may now retaliate.
Oh no, sorry, I take 1. Yeah, I'm gonna retaliate. Do we have to re-roll initiative? Because it seems like the turn order went.
Yeah, just keep that one.
Okay, keep going even though it's we don't see our own turn order.
Yeah, because my turn
Wait.
order was 5, so it'd be my turn now.
Yes. That's why I said you can now retaliate.
You have been judged by the Emperor and found wanting.
He already tried to dodge, so he cannot. And that will just... You will stab at him with your maul, which is entirely not how this is supposed to be used. But by some divine Emperor-guided miracle, it penetrates his chest and comes out the other side. The thug looks down, disbelieving, and then crumbles to the floor, dead.
I like the way you die, boy.
Boy.
However, now that you are at that point, you can see further down the corridor. And see your new friend, whose turn it is now. Twice. Fucking 20. And he's going to take a pot shot at you. Have I mentioned I hate roll 20? That goes to the arm, I believe.
Does he even have line of sight?
It does, though you are definitely in cover. Which of the arms is that? Chris?
That would be 15, so that was right arm.
Which would be the one you're wielding your shock mace in, right?
Yes, and its left arm is the shield, so I take...
Which so the right arm would be the one that is extended and not currently in cover.
Oh wait, I didn't take any damage last time because toughness soaked it, and I didn't take any damage this time. So, I'm good.
Alrighty then. Kirby. Is Chris gone?
Oh, for fuck's sake! I was confused at one point because you skipped my turn, and I realized that my fucking mic has been muted this whole goddamn time. I've been griping to myself, essentially. Fucking goddamn it. Fuck you,
God
roll.
damn it, Chris.
Fuck you, Roll20. Fuck you, Discord. Anyways.
Your turn wasn't skipped anyways. You were spending that time to reload.
I finished reloading. I finished reloading a fucking round ago.
Well,
God damn it.
that's on you to say something.
I did! My fucking mic was muted! God fucking damn it!
That's really on you.
I know.
Video
It's
or
fucking-
it didn't happen. Video or it did not happen.
Fucking bullshit. Anyway, so you haven't started melee combat with that other dude because you killed the other guy. There was two lads over there, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm not gonna take a penalty with this. I'm going to lay the fucking pain on that dude. That is Uno shot. And here comes the next shot. Those would both be to the right arm.
Which is not in cover. Actually, is the first one to the right arm?
Both of them.
25, shouldn't that be the body already?
No. That'd be,
Yeah. 25 is the left arm.
Oh, left arm.
11
Right,
to
that
20
one.
is the right arm.
That one is in cover, but the right arm is not. So roll your damage twice.
I shall. Big boy deeps. Did I get him?
You didn't kill him if that's what you're asking.
Did I cause him an excruciating amount of pain that our melee dippus can take him down?
You did something better. I'm just going to read this to you. The impact smashes into the arm or whatever the target is holding. This was in the right arm. Ripping it away and leaving the target reeling from the pain. You shot away his gun. He is stunned for 1 round and drops anything he was holding in that hand. Roll 1d10 on a result of 1. Anything the target was holding in that hand is badly damaged and unusable until repaired.
Alright.
You pulled some Wild West shit out of it.
I'm a Creedum. He was worried about you with your shock ball, and he looks down at the hallway and sees me, and I'm like, it's high noon.
Boltman Jebediah.
Might as well finish off the injured one, right? I'm gonna do the health aim, gold shot, whatever his body part is visible to me from this location.
Head, right arm, torso.
It sounds good. So, again, health aim, not point blank, but it's still short range.
He's also stunned.
Stunned. I believe.
Natural 100.
I believe I've just been shot by Marcus.
Tell you what, I'm gonna fate point that. I'm not gonna accept that. I'm not gonna fucking accept that. No. No.
Natural 100. Natural 100. Natural 100. Damn.
No. Never fucking happened.
I'm just gonna discreetly move my scroll wheel to obscure his 27, and I'm just going to screen cap this.
You turn whatever body part you were aiming into fine mist, and he dies in shock.
There we go.
Draken.
Now I'm just going to save this. Actually, hang on.
How do you cancel a move?
Where is the...
How do you cancel up food?
There. I know that some asshat's shooting from down this hallway, so I'll say that over the comms. And I took cover.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna say that he cannot currently see you, so he's going to prepare to shoot whoever pops out next, and radio for backup. At which point, this guy also appears.
Can you,
Why does the fucking reveal tool not work as I wanted to?
yeah, I was gonna say, can you reveal this area?
There we go.
Yeah, Holler, I'm not gonna lie, I suffered through the same shit when trying to use the Fog of War. When I was running my game.
Thank you.
He is also preparing to shoot whoever pops up next. I'll just go on the same initiative. Kirby.
Yes. Just, there we go. File. Fucking goddamn it. There we go. I am, let's see here. Fucking going on. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move right there. And that's a full move. And I can take a shot down the hallway. Goodness gracious, how many meters is that?
Too many.
About 20.
Like 19, so. Okay, so that's standard range. No aim. Standard range. Yeah.
Well, as you shoot them, they shoot you.
Oh, goodness gracious. They were in Overwatch.
Yep.
I will.
So whoever you hit tries to dodge. Fails miserably.
I will attempt to dodge as well.
Also fail.
I will also fail.
So roll your damage.
Here's my big boy deeps.
Okay, there's going to be some kills here.
Now then.
Give me another d5.
Minimum critical.
Alrighty then. You hit him in the body. You pulverize his innards as he doubles over in pain, clutching himself and crying in agony. He's stunned for 2 rounds and must make a challenging toughness test or suffer 1d5 levels of fatigue. Alright, now you take 13 and 11 damage.
Okay. Now, before I calculate all of the pain that I just suffered right there, let me make sure I saved that in the right location. There it is. Paula, could you do me a solid and could you pin that?
I don't think I can because Marcus is still technically owner of this chat.
What do you want me to do?
Can you pin that picture I put down there?
Oh god damn it, no!
I call it Marcus Sucks. That's saved on my computer. I'm gonna post this everywhere. Now
Posted
then,
everywhere and
I
posted.
took how much damage, you said?
13 from the first and 11 from the second.
Okay, let's see here. No pin on those weapons. And let's see, where do they land? Oh wait, never mind. It doesn't matter because I got that kind of armor. So 13 on the first one. 13 subtract that much. Okay. Okay. And okay. Perfect. All right. I have exactly 0 HP. That was
So-
smart tactical planning.
So as your shot takes one of them in the stomach and pulverizes whatever's in there, you're also hit by 2 bullets. Rock back your body.
So like Uncle Zebekiah is all the way down the hallway. You just saw me spin around the corner, crack up a shot, then just roll my back over behind the cover and just kind of like slowly slide down to a sitting position. And you realize that, man, he's bleeding a lot. He was just shot twice.
And one directive was to keep you guys alive, so...
Off to work you go.
I'd also like to make note that I am now once again out of ammo, except this time I'm out of ammo forever. So somebody hand me a stub. I would need to loot the fucking dead body next to me.
You are literally standing on top of a stub revolver.
Yeah, I'm going to need to pick it up.
Marcus, do things and stuff.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna run up to the injured person.
Do tings and tings and tings.
Do things and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up to the almost dead person now, injured guy.
He runs up to
Dracon.
me, and that's where his turn ends.
Well, that's the one sad thing. Run is a full action.
Unfortunately, he's not fast because he's a fat lad.
A combat medic he is not.
Dracon, go ahead.
Okay.
Man, if only I had an auto pistol. I could run in full auto twice.
And that's a full move. Reveal for me, please. Perfect.
Those of you with eyes may see.
Nothing.
Well, there's one person this guy can see.
I went and sent the picture, Marcus, to Julian,
And the other one is stunned.
and he immediately started laughing.
Chris,
Yes. I pick up the mighty stub pistol, the stub revolver. Now then,
currently has 4 bullets in its chamber.
all right. Is it an action to pick it up off the ground? I'd imagine
I
so.
think it's half action.
Yeah, okay. So I
So you could-
will take it and I will let me add it very quickly to my fucking sheet. Which does 1d10
That's 3.
plus 3. And it oh wait. That moves my fucking damage, which is like okay, there we go. And its range is 30 meters. Okay, so we're firing this at standard range. No half aim, standard range, standard attack, no mods. I miss. End of turn.
Feel my pain.
Well, I don't have my red dot sight anymore. Mercy, my lord, mercy.
Marcus,
Well,
stuff and things.
yep. Time to take my full action to do some first aid on my injured comrade here. Let's see. I'm gonna be using my medikit for this. Even though I don't need to do it, but might as well. It's 20 or 30 bonus that you get from using a medikit. Give me a second.
It's 20, I believe.
20. Okay, I'm gonna take your word for that.
I am healed.
By quite a lot. I'm still trying to find the medikit. It's
So the fat man walks up to Kirby and yells something about heroes never die. Suddenly Kirby feels better.
more like, let's see, here's the guts falling out. Let's attach this here, and...
Oh, we're going that way. Okay then. I can work with that.
But, patching him
So
up...
Kirby, how do you feel about having illegal experiments run on you?
Do I have a choice?
No!
Well, not unless you want to keep your guts outside of your body.
God damn it, Marcus.
Let's see, let's do a little bits of experiments.
Help, I'm being raped!
Well, you don't
Marcus,
know.
we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, you don't know that what he's doing is illegal.
Ooh, I haven't even
No,
seen
no,
this
no,
purple
no.
stuff.
No, I don't know it's illegal experiments. All I know is that this creepy fuck who smells like a day-old ham sandwich is currently sticking his hand in my tummy.
So let's see.
And saying some very disturbing things.
Which is why I'm shouting, help, I'm being raped!
Were you
Yeah,
heavily
yeah.
wounded already?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I only believe you gain int bonus? Or just get hold on, I need to read the medicine. Medicaid.
If this was Dark Heresy first edition, I'd heal for 1.
Yeah, it might be different in this one. Did you have a critical damage?
No. I just had exactly 0 HP.
Perform a challenging Medicaid test +1 with a -10 penalty if his patient is heavily damaged. So that would have had a -10 penalty, but it would have been negated by the Medicaid. So that would have been a 73 instead of a 83. Or a minus 10 penalty for every critical damage, but since you weren't critical damage. If he succeeds, he removes array amount of damage from his patient equal to my int bonus. Plus additional point per success. And since I rolled a 1, that's 7 successes, pretty much. So, and my int score was 4, I believe. Let me see.
It's not 7. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's actually a 73. Sorry, not a
73, yeah. So it would be
Shitter.
7, I believe. Since it's
7.2. 7.2.
Yes, 7.2 and int of 5 actually now. So you gain 12.
I remember when I first joined you guys, I like when I rolled for my shit. Like I didn't roll off the sheet. I actually made the fucking macro that the sheet uses. And I remember Holler's exact phrase when he saw that, which was, "What the fuck is that?"
And I just look at you after I'm really quickly down after like a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds, just patching it up, to shoving your stuff in and be like, oh, what's this purple stuff in here? I never seen that before. And then I just pull out like a combi tool and just go, ah, there we go, perfect.
He's like, "What's this purple stuff?" And you just pulls. I haven't seen this before. That's not purple stuff. That's not even purple. That's my fucking diaphragm.
And I just pat you on the shoulder and it's like, you're all better now.
I shoot you. Like right in the chin.
Done.
Pow, right in the kisser.
Alright, so you're done healing. Dragon.
Well, what's over here, I wonder?
Hey Chris, can you guess for me what he's going to do?
Touch my bottom dollar.
Well, almost.
Mercy, beloved, mercy.
There's none here.
I'm
And
gonna,
the other guy is still stunned for this round.
I'm going to dodge a Reno. I do
No,
not dodge
no,
a
you're
Reno.
not.
Can I possibly try and pull him out of the way behind cover?
I am behind cover.
Well, more in cover so you wouldn't get shot at all.
Let's see. If we reverse that number, that hits me in the body. Or the left arm.
31 should be the torso.
Well, it starts off behind
Unless
cover.
I'm mistaken.
Basically means that he shot the wall.
Okay, in that case I don't need to bother.
Yes. I assume that after the 4 AP the wall gives you, you don't actually take any damage anymore.
I have roughly 6 damage resistance, so that would mean that I negate 11 damage for the purposes of the wall.
Alright, your turn.
I will take my revolver of justice. Take a singular step right here, then take a singular step back.
You gotta be careful with that wall. Mexico's paying for that.
Like a fucking metagaming cheeky asshole. And then I'm gonna do this. Yep, there we go.
Boom, 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 boom.
Shot numero uno. Yeah, standard. shot. Numero
Ha! I have finally succeeded on one dodge.
Fuck you. You still get shot.
Yeah. 14's the right arm?
14? Yeah.
That one would actually be in cover.
Take 10. Take 10 to your cover. Blast, you vile woman.
I mean, he still takes some damage.
My stop revolver does good damage.
Marcus.
Let's see. I'm unfortunately behind this wall, so I can't hit any of them. But and going into the open terrain is dumb. So let's see. That would be within 6. That would be. I believe I can run behind this cover over here. And end my turn behind the cover.
I'm not gonna lie, the mechanic wherein which I get my second shot is very peculiar. Reminds me of a cleric in 4th edition who I guess is playing the pacifist cleric, but wants to be able to grant that that buff to his party, but has to make an attack roll, and instead of attacking an enemy, attacks the fucking ground. Because all it said was you needed to take an attack action, not hit a person.
Draken.
Thank you for that reveal.
You're almost welcome.
I am not peeking around the corner at all in any way, shape, or form.
Alrighty then.
No part of me is visible.
Chris, 2 people are shooting you.
Mercy, my lord, mercy!
Stop being the only visible person here.
Hey,
For fuck's sake.
they can sort of see part of me. I'm just that fat.
Fair
Yeah,
point.
but
One of
they
them has line of sight to you. He's going to shoot you.
You see, here's the thing, though. They recognize that you are that fat, which means their bullets will do nothing. It'll be protected by the first protective layer of fat.
So
and
he
then
misses your fat
absorbed
ass.
by the last 3.
You see, I have
The other guy
layers
hits
of...
Chris.
I've been shot. This ain't a fresh
Stop
round,
being
so I
the
can't
only
dodge.
one hit.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Really don't want to dodge?
Oh, wait up. Thought this wasn't a fresh round. Shit. Okay, yeah, I will dodge. One second.
I make no apologies for utilizing the cover that's been provided.
Good job.
I will have my vengeance.
Mr. Curbstone.
I will take an aim. Let's see. And land a shot to Reno. That will land in the right arm, which is once again in cover.
No.
Oh, never mind. You said no to my shot.
Correct.
Well, its gun is now officially out of ammo as well.
Marcus, things and stuff. Also, Chris, there's one more stub revolver at your feet.
I'm told that one was destroyed because I Wild Wested it out of the person's hand.
Actually, no, it wasn't. It would have been destroyed on a roll of 1 on the d10, and I rolled a 2.
Thank fuck for that, man.
Can I tell from this distance which one of them is more injured?
Well, you only have line of sight to one of them, but last you saw, the one you don't have line of sight to was fucked up.
Okay, well,
Whereas the guy who just tried to shoot you looks fairly fine.
Okay.
But he won't in a minute.
Yeah, we might as try and focus fire on that, but far as I know, you're just freaking gone. At this moment, I have no idea where he went. So, tell you what, since he's the only visible target to me and I wanna try and throw some fire to me, I'll aim at the guy and try shoot him. Is he in cover?
This guy?
Yeah, the one that I can see.
Yes, he's in cover.
Okay, half aim. Cold shot, but it's all negated
Left
pretty
arm and
much.
left leg and head would be visible to you
Head.
and not in cover.
Always go for the head.
Boom! Headshot.
What do we do? And damage.
No dodge.
I'm almost out of ammo myself. Min damage, but he should still take a wound or two.
Yeah, 2 actually. Dracon.
Charging. Would this be a surprise, considering he doesn't know that I was there?
I'll give you the +10 for that.
Toughness test.
1 second. Probably has to make more than one. Energy to the body. The energy ripples all over the poor thug, scorching his body with horrid third-degree burns. He suffers D10 levels of fatigue and can only take a half action on his next turn.
You do know it's impact damage, not energy, correct?
The shock mold does energy damage as long as it's turned on.
Oh, okay.
He makes a toughness test. Takes fatigue. And is going to try to shoot you.
I take 1.
Solved. Wait,
No, sorry.
how is your
I take
head
3.
that armor?
I take 3, my bad.
Yeah.
If it was my body or my arm, then it would have been 1. But my head has an armor of 5 with my toughness being 4, so I resist 9 damage.
The other guy's also trying to shoot you, but fail miserably. Curvinator.
Ah!
I am the Emperor's Wrath!
Terminate them.
I will pick up said firearm off of the ground.
I believe it
take.
also has 4 bullets left.
A Shotterino. God damn it. And miss completely. Now it only has 3 shots.
Herr Doctor, you may approach the patient.
Ooh. do. That guy is still alive, right? The one that I shot last round?
Both of them are still alive.
Okay, let's try finish him off. Good old healthy aim. Is he actually in short range? Yes.
He's also in melee, so you don't benefit from that.
True, and I would have to cold shot, so my penalty does go down by 30, but half aim accurate would give me 20. Standard attack would give me 10, but I wouldn't get any additional modifiers. I don't think so. If my math is correct here, I don't know. Too lazy to count right now.
Really doesn't matter.
To the head again if it makes... That's, I believe, my 4th 5 in this session.
Impact head. You hit him in the forehead and his head snapped back. He's staggering around, trying to control the mind-numbing pain. He's stunned for 1d5 rounds, and knocked backwards 1d5 meters, and must make the challenging... Sorry, toughness or agility? Agility test or be knocked prone. So you knock him against the wall, where he's going to spend 5 rounds stunned, as he's just dazedly sitting there, head rolling around.
Nice. Roll for concussion.
Drokaris. I'm pretty sure I just did roll for concussion, and he has it. He has all of it.
He has all the concussion. That was this guy right here?
Yes,
Okay.
the guy you were melee with.
I'll make a half move and swing at the other one. Prepare to meet the Emperor. Half action aim. I'll use my last fate point to reroll. God damn it.
Womp womp. Looks like the Emperor's on my side now, Sonny.
Sonic.
Sonny.
The movie.
Go fuck yourself, Marcus.
Fucking got him.
Fucking clinks off of you. Chris.
I heard my slave name called.
Do something.
So he's placed himself in a very peculiar situation. Did you engage the both of them in fucking melee?
Well, one of them is slumped against the wall, stunned.
Yeah, so
from a heavy concussion.
effectively, I'm no longer engaged with him. I'm just engaged with this guy.
Okay. I'm going to Take a single solitary step out of the cover. Look at the person who appears to be slumped over and stunned. And going to shoot him with the swiftest of bullets. No aim. Standard range. They're ready to fire. And he's stunned. That's one shot. Then here comes the second. Well, I only hit once. And big boy damage. Almost critted.
Almost being the operative word. But your shot does cave in his chest. His lungs splattered all over the wall. He did.
Bye bye, Jimmy.
Fuck him.
Joe, Bob.
Eric.
Well, no, I believe it's me. And I cannot see the last guy, so I'll do a tactical move behind this wall here. And should I take the risk and fire? Nah. I'll just aim.
Alrighty then.
Don't wanna take the risk.
Dracon, Dracarys.
You think the Emperor would side with one like you? Half aim. Standard attack.
One moment.
You lightly tap him with your mace and he turns into dust. Apparently it was a vampire.
Yay!
So that's what it was called. Chemical X was doing to these. They were making vampires.
I will choose not to comment on this.
Well, Holler, long as they don't sparkle.
I'm not making any promises.
God damn it, if the Chemical X or whatever it was called sparkles...
I mean, it didn't before, but that's canon now. Apparently growth agency is now pink with sparkles. So before you is another set of stairs down.
I'm back.
I don't know, but to me this room kind of looks a little bit important with what looks to be like a computer or something. Or
you could, choose to investigate these rooms.
or some kind of a pod.
At this point,
Yes, Marcus, the big metal machine over there is some kind of bug.
Bod.
Pod. Not bod.
Bod.
Maybe he's trying to say bog.
Or what are these turbine looking things here?
A bio-cable development unit. I mean, didn't you see the Amazing Spider-Man? People Man just wandered in accidentally to the biocable development unit. Happens all the time, really. I mean, they should put up a sign. Well, I mean, they do, but fuck it, I still stumble in them.
What the fuck's a biocable?
I don't fucking know.
I don't
I don't know, but he fucking stumbled in there by accident.
What you're standing next to seems to be some kind of generator powering some terminals with this stuff over here. Why isn't this working? There we go.
Yeah,
Fuck your old 20. Next to which you can see big, what appear to be closets.
uh-huh.
So, terminal, closet, closet. Weird thing in the middle that you can't quite identify.
Tech used to figure out what's going on here.
Absolutely. Alrighty then. You take a look at the root directories of this terminal and find an order that makes this what looks like a small platform rise from the bottom. It turns out this is coming out of this recess is a kind of chemical generator, or more appropriately, a synthesizer, which can produce different compounds. It's also quite broken.
Ooh.
It looks like someone tried to jury rig it poorly and never quite got it to work.
Ah. And I assume those closets there are for like samples, if they have any.
You could open them.
I swear to God, if I'm gonna open it, then you're just gonna say it was a trap all along.
Nah, you're gonna open it up and there's gonna be a plane that flies directly out of you from the pod. He's gonna say it was a chap.
But sure, I'll try opening one of them and checking if there's anything interesting.
Ah, it was a trap all along.
God damn it.
What you opened is a mimic. No. You open the closet, and a person falls towards you, wearing a sort of tattered lab coat. Stunned for a moment, looks up. Oh god, please don't hurt me.
Mercy, my lord, mercy.
I'll
The
inform.
short man, sort of ratty in appearance. Grayish hair, seems to be in his late 40s. Wearing glasses which now have cracked on one lens. And he's looking quite terrified.
Yeah, I would look at him and notify the group that, hey, I might have found something in the first room in the hallway to the left.
The picture is just grim.
You might wanna come over here. There's something here.
I'll be over there in a moment. What are these? Are these just toilets or what?
Sorry, which ones?
Over here on the
Asking
right.
if these right here are shitters.
Oh yes, these are sanitary stalls.
And this is
Three of these are shitters, 2 of these are showers.
This is a cafeteria, common area sort of thing.
It looks like it used to be one. It's in a very poor state at the moment.
This room.
Seems to have been someone's office.
Ah, perfect. Start shuffling through paper.
There's expense reports in here.
That's it.
Looks like it. There's also a thick layer of dust in here, so it doesn't look like anyone has used this office in quite some time.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing with the frankly terrified man?
Yeah, just gonna look at you and just point to him and to the device, and it's like, well, this is
Are you trying to form a coherent sentence?
and well, that's just like the thing. I'm like a little stumbled here upon like trying to explain what's happening here as I just point to the guy and I'm like,
I think you're cutting out for me, Marcus. You're pointing at him and then nothing.
hold on, let me do that. Maybe that will help. But yeah, I point at the guy. I'm just like, well, Kirby, I might have found something. You might wanna ask. We might wanna ask this person questions.
Okay. Step aside. I'll walk up to the person in question.
I cracked my knuckles and go, I'm pretty good at asking questions.
Well, let's find out if we have to do it the violent way or the peaceful way. Hello there.
Please don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
No promises.
Thank you, please. Just don't hurt me, please.
Like I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just need to know what's going on.
I'm just a worker here, please.
A worker here. What do you do?
I clean the beds, I refill the chemicals, I dice up the beasts.
You dice up to what now?
The beasts, the war beasts.
Alright, where are those?
Well, they're down at the tanks, at the pools. Spawning pools?
Now, who's your employer?
I really can't. They're going to kill me, sir. Please.
Well, they're not gonna kill you right now.
Oh God.
So I think you can answer that question.
I don't really know. They call themselves the Syndicate.
Alright.
They pay a lot for someone like me. You know, someone with basic knowledge. A lot more than I could ever make on my own.
I understand. It's a hard offer to pass up. See, the problem is that none of this is particularly imperially sanctioned. What's kind of going on in here? And there have been numerous Imperial Law Code violations today. Like Exhibit A, discharging a firearm at an Arpitase.
Oh God, you're with the Arbiter. Please don't turn me into a servitor. Please, I'm begging you.
That was a long time ago.
I can be quite amicable if you are willing to cooperate to the fullest extent. Now, you said war beasts. What kind of war beasts? Can you give me a description? What do they look like?
It's just the one kind. It's a big hulking thing.
Big hulking thing.
It's like 2.5 meters tall.
It's in this
really
building?
thick muscle. Well, we don't currently have one on hand. We chopped up the last ones to, make the spawning pools.
I see. Do you have a spawning pool here?
Oh yes, quite an extensive one. It's just level down.
And you aren't spawning one in there right now.
Oh, several, of course.
Oh,
A
okay.
dozen maybe?
Okay. How dangerous are they in their current
I mean, right now, most of them probably can't even breathe right now. One of them is quite far off. It might soon develop, skin.
Okay.
That got free, it could probably hurt you quite badly.
Okay. Now, do you know what the syndicate you said they were? What they were using them for?
I really don't know. They don't tell people like me stuff like that. They just pay me to make these.
You know how to make them.
I mean, yes, it's fairly easy.
And
You chop them up, you add the right growth chemicals, the right nutrients, you keep the pools clean, and the rest just does itself.
all right. So at least we have confirmation that said chemical is here. Without a shadow of a doubt. This is good. This is good. You're being very helpful.
So we're gonna wanna call back up now, or
Yeah, we have to call back up now. Do you know how many more guards, security forces still remain within this facility? I'd imagine this what we have dealt with so far is only the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, how many have you killed?
Let's see. There was a guy in the
4,
front.
5.
5.
Honestly, what should be right here right now? Probably only maybe 3, 4, 5 more.
Okay. But you have a spawning pool.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you in the capable hands of my two compatriots here. I need to make a Vox phone call. Don't move. Don't do anything.
At this point, you hear screams from downstairs.
I turn at the lab assistant. What was that?
And shots.
What was that?
I hide. Oh, please no.
okay, you
Please tell me
better
this hasn't
hurry
got-
with that backup.
I come into the hallway.
I immediately grab my
And-
Vox and I send in a call to. I have the number to the interrogator. I have the number to the Magus, correct? Do I have the number to the location? Well, the number to that facility that's got that stormtrooper squad.
Yes. At least you would have on your data slate that you got. Now, did you recall those numbers?
Fucking Christ, no.
Would you have learned them by heart? Would your character have done that?
Let's see here. I spent a good amount of time reading that fucking book and then having the adept help me. Our Adeptus Sororitas Adept, the hospitaller lady.
Yes.
We went over that shit.
Brings me back to the question. Would your character have put focus on learning that number by heart?
I would say so, mostly because my character is, an ensign and has to do this level of micromanaging shit, especially considering the fact that he is not okay. So Draken is like a proper fucking field soldier. I'm like a fucking I'm an officer at the best of times, and I'm fucking support 100% of the time. I have to learn shit like this because I'm no fucking help on a combat op where I can't get the drop on them.
Alright then. Then you have the number.
So I hand out I send a call to their detachment, trying to get and give them my security code.
This Lieutenant Cho, who's speaking there.
This is Agent Kirby. We've got a particularly bad situation here. I need a detachment sent to Hablog. Was it 27B?
27B.
Yes.
To warehouse. Let's just call it 148.
I need a detachment sent down to Hablog 27B, warehouse 128. You said.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. 128.
128. Code blue. Code blue.
Affirmative. Detachment on its way. ETA 40 minutes.
And then I cut the channel and I'm like, okay, did anybody bring mines?
No, but I think we should at least try to slow it down somehow.
Based on the sounds of those screens, mythical DM, how much time do we have before it makes its way up the stairs?
Well, the screams are still going on.
I'm going to start
Also, the
grabbing
gunshots
these
are still
cafeteria
going
tables.
We have time.
I'm
You probably
grabbing
have to
these-
start worrying when they stop.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to grab these cafeteria tables and start creating obstacles in the one right here, one right here,
I do pull out like a frag,
and then
and I'm like, if you know how to make a trip, actually I would, since I have tech use.
You're the tech expert. What are you?
I almost forgot that demolition wasn't a thing anymore, its own skill.
God, the tech priest pulls out several frag grenades and then asks the fucking asks the Pharaoh worlder beefcake, "Hey, do you know how to make explosives?"
But so I do have a frag, so I'm gonna try and install one as like improvised booby trap, like a tripwire.
This is actually the one moment where I would really, really want Kai, because he has a flamethrower.
Like there. So it's at the, I believe that's the stairs, quote unquote.
Alright.
So maybe the entrance will even collapse upon it, and
I make a note to my compatriots to watch Mr. Labcoat, get those defenses set up. I need to run and grab something from the vehicle because I'm out of ammo again.
I look at the. I do have this web grenade. It was given to Izzy to me to maybe slow it down. Should I try and install that too?
Yes.
yes,
Eventually, I would have come running back into the our little base, very, very sweaty, but holding my fucking rifle.
Since I rolled so good, I think I can install at least 2 booby traps with that 3.
Alright.
So let's see which would
Marks
be.
installs booby traps.
I think
Chris takes a few minutes to getting his gun.
I'm glad that I have an agility of 4, and therefore I run with the speed of sound.
After 5 or so minutes, the screams and the shootings.
And after I have installed that, I'm gonna take some distance.
The screaming has stopped. The screaming has stopped.
You hear a sort of crunching,
And reloading on
tearing
sports
noise.
Oh boy.
I would suggest, Ensign, you position yourself here so that when you see it, you can shoot,
Actually,
and
yeah.
then move to here. When you see it, you can shoot, and then move up, and so on and so forth.
You
Yeah.
guys talk about that. I need a quick bio break.
That was actually
So
just one
5 minutes break.
I like to believe it like this. Is okay. So when it comes right here, I can shoot it from here. Then I'll move up there and shoot it from there when it moves there.
Yep.
Then I'll run up here, shoot it from there, and then I'll die. Because I would have had to go up these fucking goddamn steps.
Yeah,
So if it sprints into that room, I'm going to have my asshole's anal circumference reevaluated.
which did you take all of the tables to make barricades to slow it down?
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah.
Marcus, we built the fucking wall.
So
These,
there's
these blue lines are all walls that I've generated.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, over here. I see it. Yeah, there wasn't that many tables. I mean, we did have barrels too, but I don't think barrel will slow it down at all.
No, but what those barrels are, we don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to, you know.
And we don't know what they have inside them, if anything.
Yeah.
So when the GM comes back,
There are
let's ask
these
that question.
small crates
What the
here.
fuck?
Considering that this is a facility that deals in basically pouring growth serum to create spawning pods for war bees, I actually genuinely worry that, like, if we were to try and use the barrels, it could be A, growth serum, and then the thing grows like it fucking ate the goddamn mushrooms in Mario.
And
B, it's some type of promethium, which means that it will blow up, which will be helpful in the sense that it'll blow up the war beast, but then we'll die because I think that many barrels of promethium would blow this fucking building up, including us, before we can even walk out the fucking building.
Also, remember that Holler told us pretty much straight up that we wouldn't stand a chance against one of these, so soon as those...
Yeah, that's why, like, my immediate plan right now is use what we have to make it stand still, peek at it a little bit, and then run the fuck away.
Yeah,
when the
full speed upstairs.
Then when the Stormtrooper Rape Squad gets here, they can help us by dying for us.
If nothing else...
While I call someone a bit higher on the totem pole.
If nothing else, when we run upstairs, if there's something nearby to throw downstairs to slow it down even for a millisecond.
We'll throw at the bodies of the dead guys we shot to death.
Probably that's the only thing that I remember being upstairs. Aside from a couple of barrels, but like we said, that's not gonna help us at all. Like, not gonna even slow it down for a second.
Well, we don't exactly know how big the damn thing is. So
We'll find out real soon, like.
I mean, it is not a fully grown one, probably, so that's at least a benefit.
he did the scientist did specify that none of them were fully.
To be fair, he was frozen in that little closet, so he probably wouldn't know the latest information, so... Because remember, I found him literally just now, pretty much half frozen in what I assume is like a cryo chamber-like device.
I didn't hear the part where he was frozen. So.
Well, I don't think it was frozen. I think it was like
So to make something abundantly apparent, we don't know exactly how big it is.
Right, I'm back.
We just know that they're not fully grown, although,
Question.
it's a war
GM,
beast.
can our tech priest, or whatever the fuck he is, check these barrels and find out
Heretic.
what's in them?
Scum.
He can absolutely open the barrels. Whether or not he can tell what's in them will depend.
On
Okay.
what would that be?
That's one of the things we would have had him do during the 5 minutes. That,
Well, you've got more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, we have maybe a little bit of extra time after installing the traps. Well, what I would have done probably is first install the frag trap and then check what's in the barrels. And then install the other trap and then go into cover. Whatever you want me to roll to figure out what's in the barrels.
Give me a logic test plus 30.
Ooh. It's freaking nurture based, isn't it?
Alright, this is Growth Agent C. You recognize the distinctive smell.
Oh. Yeah, I informed the two of you that, yeah, this is the stuff that we've been trying to find.
Holler, a player in one of the games I'm in asked how do we describe an intentional accident, and I said, like this.
see.
Hypothetically, what if it didn't exist anymore? No, just curious.
Anyways, Marcus, as for the properties of Growth Agent C, it is highly flammable. If it comes into contact with human skin or flesh, it will cause fairly rapid growth, akin to cancer, except they stop at some point. So I guess you could say temporary tumors.
You become the beet tree.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
He said it was highly flammable.
Do you have a 10-foot pole?
Maybe.
Why would we not utilize it? It's highly flammable.
Do we want to try and utilize it?
So, as he described, it is highly flammable. However, the thing is, Growth Agent C is also the thing that they've been using to make these fucking things bigger. Something tells me that exposing it to this creature might result in it getting bigger.
Yeah, that's... I had the same thought in mind, that isn't it that gonna just...
We all know that the cruel nature of the universe is that if we try to throw it at it and shoot it to make it explode and catch the thing on fire, what will probably actually happen is that it will get bigger and now also be on fire. Thus, now it will try and firebite us.
Yeah, thank God that my frag is installed far away from those barrels.
I'm just thinking if we put a couple of barrels by your frag, it would light it on fire, and it wouldn't grow because it'd be burning.
Okay, question. Would I know if the barrels shooting them would make it grow? Or would it actually hurt the thing by shooting it and hopefully making it explode?
Now that's a loaded question. Especially since we have to define grow. Now, you know that war beasts are generally produced over a matter of days, not minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, there's a lot less growth agent C in that solution. They also need a lot of nutrients to grow. They don't just gain mass from nothing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, whether it would grow from you dousing it in chemical in the growth agent C, technically yes. Thing is, all of that would be external growth.
Okay, I think we might be able to take the risk. In that case. But how
Now, if that thing
huge...
starts drinking the chemical,
Now it's...
Well, it can't drink it if it's burning.
I'm just wondering how big of an explosion one of these barrels would cause.
well, imagine a barrel of gasoline.
Okay.
Now consider there's dozens around here.
Alright, so I'm gonna start stacking this shit
I'm
up.
not gonna lie, this is just the feeling I'm getting for this plan.
Alright, so I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 barrels that don't have puncture holes in it.
And you can probably get more from the level above.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is we loosely distribute them throughout this area. When I say loosely distribute, I mean like no two are touching, so that the beast can come through and knock some over, so on and so forth. Yeah, shoot the barrel, not the beast. So you don't have to worry about penetration and things like that. And, well, barrel of gasoline, yeah, that's going to light up like a fucking Roman candle. It's going to go boom. And then, if I'm doing that, maybe the good doctor can bring some down from up above. How many can we find from up top?
Oh, with the ones that have been offloaded from the truck, you can get easily up to 50.
Alright, then yeah. Gonna loosely distribute them all throughout this area. This entire hallway is gonna be a firebomb.
Just casually backing away a little.
In which case, Ensign, I would suggest you stand here.
It's now been about 15 minutes since you first heard the screams, and the slurping has stopped.
Ensign, do you see the blue circle?
You're starting to hear sounds like tearing metal.
Chris, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, do you see the blue circle?
Yeah, I see the blue circle.
That's where you should be standing.
Alright. Excuse me, I have to do very weird shit to scroll with my mouse.
Gotcha. So I don't think the frags are going to light the chemicals on fire. You may have to shoot a barrel.
Alright. So you want me to shoot? Wait, what?
Alright, the blue squigglies?
Yeah.
Those are all barrels.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 50 barrels down here now.
Okay.
He's gonna burst through at what we think is the stairs, setting off that frag.
Well, we did check it out and it was the stairs.
Okay. It may or may not light up the chemicals. If it doesn't, shoot a barrel.
Okay.
I can guarantee the
I mean, I guess to throw it out, I can
Make it
use my little voice modulator to make sure that it's coming this direction and not going some other direction, so I can blast some noise so it will be attracted there.
The real thing is, I pray to the gods of mankind that this creature does not have fear.
God.
I actually think that's a pretty... yeah, that could be horrible.
Now, you see, for there are two gods. There's the Emperor of Mankind, and then there's the hero of every guardsman on this fucking horrible, horrible meat planet, Elenius Pius.
No.
A man of true titanium balls.
That is a hero. That is not.
And then they ruined it by making him an eternal,
Perpetual.
a perpetual.
Now, if you guys are quite done, you're hearing steps, heavy steps approaching.
Boom.
I'll be at the wait-in.
Boom.
You know what? I'm courageous. I'll stand right here.
Obscuring my shot, are you?
No, I'm crouched down behind my shield,
Alright.
which you can then use as a platform to fire from.
Alright, perfect.
Down the stairs. Oh, sorry. That is the thug that I never deleted. Alrighty then.
We're dumb, we're not retarded.
I'm
I
gonna
am
be
most
honest, I had
certain-
mixed success on that part with my players.
I am most certainly retarded. There is no disputing that.
Right. So you hear heavy steps coming up the stairs. Then sniffing. And then a kind of howl. And something approaching fast. You have about a
Oh, boy.
split second of seeing this creature as it crests the stairs before it triggers Marcus's first grenade trap. I'm going to put down the token. Give me a second. I also never figured out how to increase token size.
You can click it and there should come these like 4 little like dragon things at each side of the token.
Oh. So what you see is this hulking brute. Vaguely humanoid. But with sort of extra thin kind of limbs on his back, which are not even remotely finished growing. They have this unfinished look to them and they don't seem to really work. In general, this thing barely has any skin. Some parts of its body don't even have muscle covering the bones. So you can tell this is not finished. This should have grown a bunch more. But it's still already 2.5 meters tall. It's covered in blood. You can see some bullet wounds on it, but most of that blood probably isn't its own, and it looks pissed. And then it triggers the frag grenades.
Yes. Boom.
Does it also trigger the web grenade?
That's a little further down. I mean, I guess
Okay.
it would.
Well, the web
What?
would.
One thing after the other, guys. One thing after the other, please.
Yeah, yeah.
No! All of it, nah! Nah. What does the web grenade even do?
So it takes a small amount of damage.
Most probably none.
The frag grenades do rent through 2 or 3 of the closest barrels, but do not manage to ignite them. And the creature is not even remotely stopped, and it keeps in a full-on charge until it hits the second trap, which I believe was the web grenade.
Which would be with the web grenade.
Would this be the most ideal time to take a shot?
Yes.
Alright, so
At this point, it has already crushed several of the barrels.
as soon as like the web grenade goes off, I take my shot.
Alright, Marcus, the web grenade goes off. Tell me what it does.
Last 3, snare 2.
Yes. What he said.
I'll look up snare for you. I believe snare makes the target helpless.
Snare X. The ensnaring device uses masses of fibrous webbing, adhesive fluids, and other entangling materials to bring an enemy down. When a target is struck by a web with this quality, it must make an agility test with a penalty equal to 10 times the number in parentheses, or be immobilized.
So,
For
agility
example,
test,
web
minus 20.
Immobilized target can attempt no actions other than trying to escape the bonds. As a full action, can make challenging strength or agility test with a penalty equal to 10 times the number in parentheses. Succeeds, he will best freed without. Target is considered helpless until he escapes. Interesting. Now, how would that interact with large creatures?
Funnily enough, the exact same way it interacts with normal creatures. That's the one very unorthodox way to deal with something that's like gargantuanly sized. Like example, a space marine. How do you defeat the space marine? Like the paragon
down
of
the
power.
stairs.
Throw a fucking bola at him, apparently.
Alright, so it had
Hey,
snare
jump
2 or 3.
3.
So agility test minus 30.
No, sorry, 2.
Sorry, agility test minus 20.
It is
Yeah,
helpless.
let me know.
However, before the rest of you make your attacks, do please roll me willpower checks because this is Fear 1.
Yeah.
I'm not
If
attacking.
if you have jaded, you would break out. Now, hang on a minute. I
Willpower
believe I
is.
got something for my very, very kind of ass. What game was it in Dark Heresy where I could? The one that gave me the fear. 'Cause I know it let me. I think that was believe the divination, the one that gave me my fucking goddamn phobia. Lets me ignore fear 1. I might be misremembering, or I might be thinking about background or a background or a role. Let me check. Let me just confirm. Be helpful if I knew where the fucking divination section of the book was. It's always hard to find.
The rest of you can give me your willpower checks.
Yes. I do have resistance fear, so I get a plus 10. Willpower. Well, it's a good thing that I already ran behind the fucking corner.
Well, if I hadn't spent a fate point, I would be able to automatically pass this with a fate point because of Smite the Unholy that I get from Crusade.
But you have spent all of them.
I have.
I do have.
Oh my god!
Son of a bitch.
Nope, I am thinking of the one below me. The fucking divination below me, which gives me jaded. However, something interestingly enough, I originally thought that the bonus I got to my perception for the thing I got was 3. It's not 3, it's 5.
That's nice.
So my perception is not
So-
39. Fucking 41.
Draken, be a D and roll me a D100. Also, Marcus, since you don't currently have line of sight, we're going to use your result as soon as you actually have line of sight to the screen.
Yes.
Now then, time for me to roll that willpower.
31. Fear grips the
Fucking
character.
Christ, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Fear grips the character, and he begins to shake and tremble. He suffers a -10 penalty on all tests for the rest of the encounter, unless he can recover his wit.
By the fucking grace of the Emperor's glorious fate point, I have passed my willpower check.
Alright, so every turn you get to make a willpower test to snap out of that.
Okay.
Alright, roll me initiative, please.
I forgot to click my token there. Six, 7, 8.
Once again, Kirby, fastest man in the galaxy.
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm taking my shot. Was that the barrel is correct, is what people want to be the shoot.
Yes.
Hopefully you have some.
Barrels blow up. Or catch fire. Or start a subatomic particle napalm strike.
What happens is, you shoot one of the barrels, the shot strikes a spark, which ignites the growth agent that has already been spilled everywhere, because this thing crushed so many of the barrels. And the entire corridor goes up in flames. You feel the heat wash over you,
It's
as it feels almost blistering just from standing there.
Right after I take that shot, I just and it's like the flames just immediately heat up, and you just see me drop behind the shield like hot, 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 hot.
Never mind that shit. Run!
Did we run with the shield covering our asses?
You can.
Because right after I take my shot, I'm running down this fucking hallway.
Also, okay, sorry. I think I should clarify for those who are not intimately familiar with fire. The heat radiation of a fire is surprisingly hot. What you're feeling what's coming at you right now, that's not a ball of fire that's coming towards you. At least not yet. Not until those barrels that are left start bursting. But that's just the actual heat of the fire. There's not a fireball coming at you. But it is insanely hot and starting to get hotter.
Yeah, run!
Okay.
I've taken my turn.
Alright, so do all of you run?
Yeah, we run upstairs, at least.
I'm just sprinting out of here like, mercy, my lord, mercy.
Allow me to make.
Man, we
couple
left that
different
fucking
rolls.
scientist guy down there.
I imagine he probably ran away when we were setting up our shit.
Did you allow him to run away?
I mean, nobody was watching him, so...
I told you guys to watch him.
The
I
only
made
way
that
he could have
phone call.
gotten out was through the corridor you guys were in.
I mean, I guess it would have been up to, what's, Tiger's chat? Yeah, Dragon.
Dragon.
I would have had him waiting for us up here in this region. So that when we
Listen,
run,
I
he
trust
runs
that
because he has
man's
guilty as shit.
self-interest to get the fuck out of here when that thing showed up. He made a very smart tactical decision.
So at the point that I ran past, I'd grab him and we'd keep moving.
Alright. So you hear the roaring of the beast, but in pain and rage, as you run up the stairs through the complex, probably out of the front door. And then you hear a loud crash.
Well, I'm going to close the doors behind me. As everyone passes, I close the door. Move on.
Or just in case if there's like a small cabinet, like in classic movies, drop that down as we're running away, just to slow down the killer
Yes.
for a millisecond.
Well, anything that can slow him down, slow down the fire, so on and so forth. I'm putting it in the path.
Throw down like one of these crates down the stairs to slow it down.
Alright, I don't actually have a map for this, I believe.
Oh well, we can just use like a blank map and draw on it.
Oh, we'll have to. So you guys run out of the door you initially came from, and you hear a loud crash behind you. And footsteps. Big footsteps. It's coming.
Oh no. Let's draw like the shape of the building, like let's say...
It got lucky and only needed 3 rolls before it could hit the 15 target number.
Let's say that's the building there. And I assume that the front door that we just ran out of was like here. Maybe that building might be a little too big, but whatever. And I'm just like, I look at the truck and I'm like, can anybody drive that in front of this door?
Do you think that's gonna stop it?
No!
Do you
I'm
think
just
you have
curious
time
how much
for that?
damage he took from the fire.
A lot. And it's still on fire.
I like touch my little radio, like a little vox, and I'm just trying to get in contact with that fucking stormtrooper commander. Like, out of curiosity, how far away are you?
ETA 5 minutes, sir.
We don't have 5 minutes.
You remember that code blue?
Yes, sir.
It might have just escalated to code black because the thing is on fire now.
There's a short pause. ETA 2 minutes.
And I'm like, okay, quickly, how are we gonna slow it down? The frag didn't do anything. I would have extra more, but it doesn't do anything. Maybe piss it off more.
So are you standing in front of the door as you're talking, or
No,
are you still running?
it's just like as we're like running probably.
Oh good, because the creature is now bursting through the door, and it's on fire, and it's angry.
Oh fuck.
Well, yeah, I am actually kind of standing right here.
And
Also, interestingly enough, while you see that the fire has caused some of its muscle to slough off. Is that how you pronounce the fucking word?
Yes.
Good. It also seems to be regrowing. And there seem to be bony plates taking its at the place of some of the muscle.
I charge it.
Brave man. Not bright, but brave.
Actually, instead, can I do an all-out attack?
Not as part of a charge, I believe.
Okay.
You absolutely can on your next round.
I don't think I want to have it next round. God fucking damn it.
Okay, give me an agility check. Congratulations, you just set yourself on fire.
Even though I missed?
Even though you missed.
Awesome.
In return, it is going to all-out attack you. Let me check if that's a plus 20 or plus 30 bonus.
It's plus 30.
Oh, this is going to hurt. No, it's not! What's going to hurt is the fire on it. So, everyone who wants to fight initiative. Actually, we're just going to keep using this and start from the top.
Add us into the turn order if you can somehow, so we can see it.
You... Oh, you can't see yourself in the turn order?
No.
Because you're still in mine.
Okay, well, okay, never mind. If you,
We can make it in order.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
if you can see it.
Also, everyone should probably put down their tokens who hasn't yet.
Yeah. Gotta roll the thing, and then I can see it. I was at 7.
Fine, I'll let Kirby. Chris, you go first.
Kristoff.
Fucking goddamn!
Chew! Do your job. Stop
God
muting yourself.
Damn it! I didn't even fucking turn the. I didn't even turn push to talk on. But I guess obviously I did. Anyways, gonna take a shot. Let's see here. Let me check the penalty for fucking shooting.
I think I'm doing his job. I'm the one that's on fire.
What is shooting into me? Minus 20. Okay, needed to know that. Alrighty then. Glorious half aim. Glorious short range. Glorious standard attack. There we go. Good amount of degrees of success. In fact, I think that's all the degrees of success I need. Yeah, that is.
That's correct. Roll your damage.
And coming!
Ooh, that hurt.
That was to the body of the creature.
Your shot takes out a solid chunk of its shoulder. It turns to you and roars.
Mercy?
Oh, hey Marcus, Hey
Massive
Marcus,
Manila,
this is the
massive.
first time you can see it, right?
Yes, it would be.
Good. Roll me a 1d100 plus 10, please.
49.
Reeling with shock, the character backs away from the source of his fear. He cannot willingly approach the object of his fear, but can otherwise act normally with a minus 10 penalty on all tests until the end of the encounter.
Okay.
Alright, all out attack.
I believe it's Zebediah's turn, actually.
Well, I gotta run away from it. You know what? This is gonna sound dumb, but I'm gonna run to the truck.
Remember, you do not have to run away, you just cannot approach.
Well. Okay, yeah, I cannot approach. True. Because I was gonna attempt to drive it over with the fucking truck. Ram it.
You know, not technically allowed, but I'd allowed.
That would at least hurt it a little.
I'm willing to let you go Cthulhu on this.
Get him, old man Henderson.
So I just run to the truck and start like putting it up and just like turning the key and praying it like it starts.
It certainly does, but that's your turn.
Oh, yes, Marcus is streaming this. I was very tempted to go into rhythm and turn on Born to be Wild since you're fucking slamming a truck into it.
Draken.
All out attack. I pray that I hit, and I pray that it fails its toughness test.
Oh, and not the micro-breed. I'm just like, Draken,
Also,
get ready to dodge!
Because I'm a crusader and this thing has a fear rating, anytime I inflict a melee attack against it, whatever its fear rating is, I do extra damage to it.
Roll it. Also,
Can you do a half action aim
wait.
with an all out attack or not?
Before that, give me a d10, please. Alright. So you completely ignore the damage from the fire.
Yes, I do.
Someone remind me, can you act normally while on fire in this
You
system?
need to make a willpower
You're supposed
check
to make a
first.
willpower thing.
Basically, you fail the willpower check, you spend the entire turn basically flailing about because you're on fire.
Unless you have like
pass the willpower
fearless
check.
and such.
If you pass the willpower check, you can either ignore the fact that you're on fire and just continue to be on fire, or you can put yourself out, which is a fucking full action
I passed
and
it.
an agility
I'm swinging.
test.
Alrighty then.
Can you do a half action aim and an all out attack or not?
No.
No, all out attack is a full action.
Was just asking. And I'm adding my minus 10 because I'm still afraid of the damn thing. You
do get to add damage.
Yep.
Because you are a
What's
crusader.
his fear rating?
1.
15 damage.
Ooh, that hurt bad.
And make a toughness test. He's shocked.
Thank God he's stunned.
It actually may not even survive that damage. Because it took a lot down in that corridor.
It
Let's
burns
see
a
if
fate
it
point.
Goes to -8.
-8. Fire is energy damage. Well, no, sorry. It's shock ball's energy. So, where did it hit?
The body.
The body, I can tell you. 8 to the body is as the attack washes over the target, his skin turns black and peels off, while melted fat seeps from its clothing and armor. target is stunned for 2d10 rounds. His strength, toughness, and agility characteristics are reduced by half, rounding up, until it receives medical treatment. Permanently reduce the character's fellowship by 2d5.
Stunned for 12 rounds.
Alrighty then. It is stunned. Kirby, finish it.
This is the moment
Or-
where I kill still.
Or alternatively, let Zebediah run it over with a truck.
No, fuck him.
Also, run Draken over with a truck because he's in the way.
He would be.
And on fire.
Let's see here. So minus 20 to shoot.
Please don't run me over with the truck.
So
That's why I yelled out to you on the microphone.
you know what? I'm gonna re-roll that with my final fate point because I believe I can get more damage off that.
Come on.
Those are famous last words. If I miss, then Marcus gets to run it over.
Boom!
Never mind.
Boom! Headshot, motherfucker!
Real quick, it goes after me, and it would have taken its fire damage that turn. This one at
Don't
that
deprive me of this.
That is fair.
He has deprived me of this.
No, he has not, because toughness does work against fire damage.
Huzzah.
Well,
So
Well,
you
I shot the war beast in the head.
But its toughness got
You
cut in
nail
half.
it. Yeah, but that's still rounded up.
Ah,
You nail it right between the eyes. Small puncture wound in the front, and the back of its head explodes. It's still up. Turns its head, looks at you, and then falls back. It lands on its back with a thud, still burning.
and I'm gonna try to put myself out.
Yeah, you
On
take
my
your 1d10 and then try to do that.
God damn it. Turn adjust the sound on that. There we go.
Now I've got to roll willpower.
Now we have to put him out.
Yes, you do, because I'm
You want to
going.
know what's the
Oh,
annoying
fuck, I'm on
thing?
fire!
You want to know what's the annoying thing about fire in this game? How you put it out? If you the player are on fire, you have to, once you pass your willpower check, spend an entire action rolling around on the ground, then you make an agility check to put yourself out on fire. It's not a guaranteed thing. We, on the other hand, can help pat you out, which we make a agility test at a +20. So, as soon as I'm able to, I'm gonna run over there and try and put him out.
Do that.
Go, gadget, agility. Fuck. I've caught myself on fire.
Marcus, would you like to run him over with a truck?
I mean, that wouldn't help at all.
Legitimately, with the roll I just made right there, I think I caught myself on fire.
Note, Marcus, that technically running him over with a truck would be treason.
Yeah, no, as I see, like, the creature is dead, I'm just like,
If I saw Marcus
three
run,
counts.
if I saw Marcus run you over, I'd push the button and pop his collar.
Heel turn. Broom, broom. Yeah, no. As I see both of them struggling on fire, I'm just like, oh shit, the creature looks like it's dead. I gotta go and help them now.
I ran over to
Marcus.
start putting.
Marcus, you put them out. I'm not losing my party after the fight.
Would be funny if you made them roll constantly willpower and the damage and they kept failing and failing.
I mean, legitimately, the situation just arose where I ran up, tried to put him out, caught myself on fire. So I just imagine the situation. I run over there. Okay, let me pet him out. Oh god, I'm on fire now. Help!
On second thought, I think I'm going to make you roll this because I can make mods a part of you if you get hurt bad enough.
We do what now?
I mean,
He's gonna make us roll.
using the Mechanicus medical facilities does come at a price.
That's true. But also, Marcus did things to my belly.
Yes, he
Because of the
did.
rape.
Well, our fire marshal
be
struck
fair,
his.
Here's the thing. There are currently 3 things compared to what Draken's gonna go through, because Draken might have to get fixed up by the Mechanicus, and they're gonna do weird cybernetic bobs. Marcus did illegal shit, but the Mechanicus gonna do cybernetic bobs, and then the fucking drugs are finally gonna come back to bite me in the ass.
Alright, so.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's still going on.
Uncle Zebekiah needs to roll to put one of us out.
Yeah, sure.
Agility chest, plus 20.
I mean, unless the fire marshal's truck is right next to us, literally, and there happen to be
That is
like.
our vehicle, Marcus. That is our vehicle.
I know, but I was just gonna say, those. Do those have like fire blankets or like fire extinguishers or anything like that?
You know, they may have a fire extinguisher.
If they do, I quickly run over to the car and I use it.
I'm gonna say yes, and I'm even going to ignore what a horrible idea this would be in real life.
I don't have agility.
As a side note, please never put out a fire on a person with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, no.
That's a very, very bad thing.
But I assume that this is some kind of future.
You see that in fucking TV shows
and movies.
They spray someone with a fire extinguisher.
That's a good way to make them dead.
Okay, I was gonna say, just because I'm ignorant, why is it so bad? But then you just said good way to make them dead, so got it.
Okay, basically there's different kinds of fire extinguisher. The CO2 one, well, getting hit in the face with CO2 for a while, like a few seconds, and taking a really deep breath of that is going to make you unconscious.
Okay.
And quite possibly dead at some point. And however, that part is fixable. Then there's the kind of fire extinguisher that uses a powder. And that's nasty if it gets into your wounds. Because you're not getting that out of your wound.
Gotcha.
That shit is staying in there, it's not going to heal properly, and it's getting infected probably.
It's the fire extinguisher with ABC powder, right?
Yes. That shit is nasty on burn wounds. Or any kind of open wounds.
Good to know.
What of the foam one? So I know there's a foam one.
Hurts like a bitch. I mean, imagine dousing your large open wound in soap.
Ah.
Not good for the wound, and very painful.
But assuming that this is the future, they would probably have some kind of...
Marcus, this is the grim darkness. Sorry, the grim derpness.
Derpness, indeed.
Derpness of the 41st millennia. So here's what happens: you spray us with it, and it puts the fire up, but we both have gonorrhea.
Space gonorrhea.
And it's like, well, at least it's out.
And now we are going to be compelled by God to put on very, very, very oddly skin-tight outfits with capes and stupid helmets and reenact speeches from Code Geass.
And I'm just look at the corpse of the creature. I'm just like, yes, sir, it's dead.
We're gonna kick open the Magos' room. He's gonna say, "What is the meaning of this?" And I'm gonna say, "I am Deimos."
No, you are Kirby.
That's right. I am Kirby.
Well, I'm going to remove its head from its shoulders.
Gross.
You sure you want to go into the burning building to remove the burning head of the burning creature?
Never mind.
He's like, never mind.
Cancel that.
So do the stormtroopers finally get here?
I did want a goddamn trophy.
Barely a minute after you kill the thing, two, let's call them vehicles, because I don't actually know all the freaking names of the transportation
Valkyrie,
vehicles.
maybe.
No, they're actually on the ground.
Okay.
Land Raider.
Two non-tank vehicles.
Rhino, I believe is no. That's the Space Marine one. Chimera.
They're also
Those exist.
Those are still APCs.
I was gonna say, non-tank based land vehicles exist in the 40k. What?
They do, but I don't remember
the
the
billion
name.
is driving through the street in his like little transport vehicle. It's a fucking M1 Abrams.
Goddamn.
Just go into the store.
So two squad cars are coming around the corner with squealing tires. Brake right in front of you. The squad
I
is
light up a
just
low stick.
down.
I stand up and I'm like throwing my fucking flak like shoulder pads, fucking helmet off. Like, God damn it! I fucking got fire. Fucking sucks. Where's my pills?
Sir, Lieutenant Cho at your service. Sir, where's the danger, sir?
I point at the fucking dead. So for starters, I point at the dead war beast, and then I point down that hallway. You wouldn't happen to have a fire extinguisher, would you?
We usually fire upon people.
Okay, so here's the problem. There is a spawning pool down there. We still need to clear that out.
He looks at the billowing clouds of thick smoke that have started wafting out of the, hole inside of the building.
And it's unfortunate that that building is burning, because that means we're going to have to put a weight on it.
Sir, I'm not entirely sure that's going to be necessary.
This is true. I'm going to be honest with you. I was not equipped with the knowledge necessary to know whether or not just leaving that building on fire, if that is sufficient enough to deal with a spawning pool. That was not in the briefing. Fucking adepts.
Very fair. I think in this case we cannot blame the adepts.
And we cannot rule out the possibility.
You can always blame the adepts.
But regardless, we need to secure this position. Because I do not know if any of the people who were stealing and doing any of the very, very illegal shit down there are still around. I want this whole area locked down right now.
Sir, yes, sir.
And I'm like looking around for that fucking for that lab assistant. Where the hell is he?
Well,
I did carry him out.
Did you?
Oh, good.
Did you watch him?
No, I fought the fucking.
No, well, he swung him at the creature. What do you think he used
Then
as a
I'm gonna
weapon?
say you dropped him roughly 5 meters away from the creature. He's very much unconscious.
I go and grab him. Because right now he is the only person alive in there who can ID faces. And potentially give names. And write bad poetry about them.
Oh, he's gonna give names.
I'm reasonably certain the Inquisition and the Mechanicus both have people for that, yes.
They take him into a room in the South American section of the city. They say, we have ways of making you talk. And they all involve tongues going through necks.
No. They say, we have ways to make you talk. This can be very painful or very quick and very painful. You may choose. Get me the blowtorch.
I just imagine the four puckers. Like, I don't want to die. Ah, he does not want to die. I need supplies.
Are you aware of the German knock-knock joke?
I'm sorry. I can't really parse German and joke in the same sentence.
You go, knock knock. The other person goes, who's there? You slap them and go, "Wer ist the questions?"
Yeah, that fits appropriate.
I'd buy it.
That's
Is
just
that
the
our- is
least
that the- is that the
armored
rumble-
truck.
Is that the rumble truck that showed up?
Yeah, that feels close enough. Just remove the guns.
Ah, here we go. It's a little better. Too long of a message.
Alrighty then. This is a this is a stormtrooper vehicle. I'd imagine they'd have a Vox machine on it.
They certainly do.
Probably one with a secure line that my fucking microbead.
Correct.
I'm gonna go use it to get in contact with the Magos if he's up at this hour. He might be plugged into a wall somewhere.
Honestly, the Magus never go to sleep at that point.
He's plugged into a wall. And then when the power goes out, he unplugs himself and uses his regular battery, and he's like,
That is somewhat disrespectful. He's interfacing with the power sockets.
after applying the sacred oils
Exactly.
all over his body, he is ready. Fucking tech priests. Anyways, yeah, no, I get on their like little Vox communicator. I'm gonna try and get in contact with the Magos.
Marcus, standing a couple of meters away, you hear a scream in binary. Kirby, you just hear a polite voice. What can I do for you?
So we found your growth agent.
That is good news.
And we fucking destroyed it. But I'm not in the call.
Now, see, the issue here is that it is completely and utterly unrecoverable.
I do not see this as an issue as long as you have dealt with the source of the thefts.
We have. To give you kind of a briefing as to what exactly it was being used for, some organization known as the Syndicate, at least going by what information we could gather from a lab assistant who will be brought in for interrogation. They were using it to grow war beasts, cut them up, and create, well, essentially spawning pools.
Disturbing. I would not want an organization clearly criminal origin to have access to war beasts, especially if they've refined the craft far enough to mass produce.
So far, from what we can tell, none of the war beasts that they managed to create had reached maturity. The largest one, while fairly large, was still missing its skin.
That doesn't mean none of their creations reach maturity, just this batch.
Yes.
Are you aware how war beasts are procreated?
I have not gotten to that point in the manuscript that I was given at base.
They are cut into pieces, the pieces inset into a nutrient solution and treated with a growth agent. They then simply grow themselves.
Yes.
So any adult Warbeast can be made into dozens of new ones.
Yes.
There's no way of knowing how many generations of Warbeasts have come out of that spawning pool before.
All I know at current is that, as far as we can tell for right now, they won't be able to use this facility to grow anymore. And once all the appropriate information is extracted from the lab assistant, we'll have a better idea as to how many batches were made. Right now, I'm just trying to get this hab block locked down.
Excellent. If you wish to make use of our information extraction specialists, feel free to do so.
I will duly keep it in mind in case the suspect in question is tight-lipped, although based on previous engagements and conversation, that he's a squealer. On a side note, we delivered some samples of a drug that we managed to find on the street as part of the investigation. Did your labs uncover any information as to what exactly is all in it?
The last report I heard, I believe they had uncovered the main ingredient, but we're still running some tests on impurities.
Okay.
It is in fact one of our own creations. A combat drug currently called XB-27. A proper name pending monitorum approval. It is troubling that this creation should have already been co-opted by others.
How toxic is the substance to human biology?
Oh, not toxic at all. It is meant to be taken in a very dilute dose to increase reflexes. In the dose that is apparently given out, I would assume that time would feel like it had slowed down to a crawl for one. But there shouldn't be any overdoses as far as we're aware.
And you're still scanning it for impurities.
Correction, there are impurities. We're trying to find out what they are.
Okay.
They could simply be a byproduct of an unoptimized process. Maybe they'll lead us to whoever is creating these.
Alright. If someone were to be exposed to it by taking it, what would be the predicted side effects, short and long term?
Short term? Well, being essentially catatonic for a few hours, I suppose that short-term memory loss could be a problem. As for long-term, we haven't done enough studies for truly long-term yet. Nothing above 6 months, which has shown no side effects so far.
I see. Well, alright then. We're gonna swing by probably in the morning to give a full debriefing as soon as we get what information we can from this individual. And then after that, I'll have to file a mission report with the interrogator.
Do so.
Alright, Agent Kirby out.
Marcus,
Yes.
during the entire conversation, the vile cursing has not stopped a single time.
Oh, but my character just been kind of laughing him into himself on the background. So probably just cursing like this fucking idiots. God damn it.
Partially, but there's also a lot of cursing about some sort of moron triggering a fire alarm.
Exactly.
And then it cuts back to that scene where the party is like, yeah, we should pull the fire alarm. And I'm just in the fucking room about to put a tracking device. I wonder what they're gonna do for a for a distraction. Oh fuck! I read about this in the fucking travel brochure. That's a bad idea.
So now that you have an idea what an unfinished, small, and honestly poorly, well, not at all trained war beast is like,
Yeah, you just
I'm
gotta
sure you
drop
can appreciate that they have fail safes in the case of large fires in the manufactorum.
So what we have learned today is that in its most in the state where it more resembles that of a sperm cell than that of a well fit ready like combat ready war beast, the best way to take it down is to set the whole building on fire and shoot it with a sniper rifle.
just drop a mini note
And
on
hit
it,
it with a hammer.
honestly.
And hit it with a hammer.
And then hit it with a hammer, and also run it over with a vehicle.
I look forward to you taking on Titan grades.
So, what's the mini
So what
loot
I'm going to
launcher?
do is I'm going to commission that the Adeptus Mechanicus build a gravitational planetary pulling device, and we'll aim it at the moon, and we'll crash the moon into the war beast.
Seems fair.
Yeah. It's a because I don't think a normal exterminatus will work. I think we have to actually crash a planet into the planet.
And that kind of effectiveness is the only reason this planet hasn't been exterminatus yet.
It's pretty good.
Because let's face it, this entire outfit is heretical as all hell.
Really?
I would have never thunk it.
I imagine we're closing in on such an end.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, we are.
That's nothing else except we get maybe some information from this guy, which at this point is probably not that important. Unless there's more information about the syndicate.
I'll tell you everything you want. Don't beat me up.